Say What TV is sponsored by Plays of Wilton Inc. Please stop on by playsofwilton.com and consider making a taxable donation in support of performing arts in South Florida. Marvy G Productions. Marvy G finds his heart in his productions and nurtures them until they are perfect. Once you sign on with Marvy G, your production is well underway to be a heartfelt final. Marvy G will be your guide from the first take to the final cut. And Oasis Diverse Adult Retreat. This is where everyone, especially those looking to let loose, can come and relax and celebrate in Manuel Antonio, Costa Rica. 10 minutes from the world-famous Manuel Antonio National Park, Oasis Diverse Adult Retreat is the place where everyone of the world can meet, relax, and have fun.
Hey guys, it's Marvy G and Slim Brother, and we are the new Say What TV. Baby, we are in our new location, and I can finally say we are being sponsored by the Foundry.
Yes.
Ronnie Larson has been so great to allow us to use this space to show you the world through our creative eyes.
Our queer magic.
Yes, and we are starting off this new season.
Thank you, Ronnie.
Yes, thank you, honey. We're starting off this new season after a 7-year hiatus.
Now, you know the significance of 7. I know he wanted to say, oh, it's been a long time, but everything happens for a reason. 7, the number 7 signifies completion.
And we completed, and we are starting over.
Hashtag,
Well, we're starting a new beginning.
Yes, I was about to say that. Hashtag new beginning.
So we are starting off this new season with a bang. I mean, this person that we're interviewing today, anyway, just check out this video.
Yeah, see, we're gonna let you see for yourself.
Yeah, see for yourself. How about that? Well, anyway, here he is, live, Mr. Peter Bisquito.
Peter, how are you?
Good, sweetie. How are you?
What's going on?
I'm good.
So, without further ado, let's just get right into the question.
Let's do it.
We're doing it the modern way with our cell phones, and not cheap cars and all that stuff. So, my first question to you, Peter, is can you provide an outline on the most effective way to develop stand-up comedy material?
The most effective way is to get people to write it for you.
That's easiest way.
Right? I mean, don't do the work. I mean, life is full of comedy all around you.
Yeah.
So you just take funny situations that happen on a daily basis. I mean, for God's sakes, just driving here today, I can write an entire act on that.
Yeah, we have a story, we can write something.
Oh, yeah. Yeah. You know, my parents, I can write an entire show just on my parents.
Yeah.
So life is funny. And sometimes it's not funny, but you have to find the humor in it.
Yes, I guess
And light, and just kind of.
Everybody will find humor in their
Oh,
lives.
this day and age, forget it. Like, I mean, Joan Rivers used to talk about that all the time. You always have to find comedy in something.
Yeah.
A
friend of mine says that whenever anything happens bad or whatever, he tries to make light of everything. Like,
yeah.
Even a death will make light of it. To make
Oh, yeah.
funny.
Yeah,
It's a healing. It's healing.
It is healing.
Absolutely.
And that's why comedians are so important.
Yes, they are. So,
light.
quick story. I had my sister, Margaret. She passed away 21 years ago from cancer. She was 35 years old. And a few months before she passed away, she had to have the surgery because the cancer was kind of down here. And she had to have what's called a colostomy bag. You know what those are? Yeah. So I was living in LA at the time, and I told my sister, once the surgery is over, please call me and let me know everything went okay. So she called me, and I said, oh, so does this mean I can call you a bag lady from now on? I said, for Christmas, I'm going to buy you a shopping cart. And she just thought that was the funniest thing in the world.
Yeah, now I would imagine you come from a family of people that are pretty funny
Yeah,
and lighthearted.
yeah.
So this one is, I find out, I've been looking at your Facebook. It's not, you're a writer, director, actor,
Producer,
okay,
talk show host,
okay,
news anchor. I do it all, baby.
okay.
Yeah.
I didn't get
Screenwriter, playwright.
Street writer. Okay, I'll leave that alone. But what event or circumstance made you consider becoming a comedian?
Oh, that's easy. So in 2011, because I've been a performer all my life, but it's been all live theater. My whole life has been on, the stage in front of live audiences. And in 2011, I was asked to host an awards show in Buffalo, New York for a local theater company. And just for shits and giggles, I said, can I put together like a 15-minute stand-up comedy act during the awards? And they said, absolutely. So I wrote 15 minutes of comedy, I performed it, and I got a standing ovation. They just loved it.
Was that your first time?
That was my very first time doing stand-up comedy.
Okay, Peter, you opened another question.
Okay, yeah,
Okay, so that was your first comedian
yeah,
situation.
yeah.
What makes somebody just who have not done a comedic act at all just think, okay, I want to do a 15-minute?
Well,
because I'm thinking that I act and sing as well, but I've never done a comedian act, and I know there's kind of a script to all that thing.
There's all different types of comedy.
Okay, so I'm like, what makes you just out of the blue that I'm going to do a 15-minute?
Okay, so I've been making people laugh all my life, and I know why. Because I grew up in the 70s and the 80s. Okay, and there was not, being gay was not accepted back then. You just didn't admit it. I was horribly closeted till the age of 32. Okay, so when I was younger, I was led to believe that the entire world hated me, because that's what the entire world was saying about gay people.
Yeah.
So in my mind, in order to gain other people's acceptance, I would make them laugh. Because in my mind, that was the biggest form of acceptance, is getting people to laugh at my jokes.
Yeah, I think that's a facade that a lot of gays and a lot of us live by. We try to keep people laughing.
Yeah.
They don't even focus on
It's all about acceptance, because when people laugh at you or your jokes, that's the biggest form of acceptance. They're accepting you. So I've always loved making people laugh, and I've never tried stand-up comedy, and I don't really have an answer to that. Like when they asked me to host the award show, it just popped in my head. Gosh, I wonder if I should try stand-up comedy. I'm always trying to push myself. Which, by the way, that performance was videotaped and it's on the internet, by the way. Yeah.
That's not bad.
No, you didn't. No, you didn't. No, trust me, you didn't. I'll send you the link. I'll send you the link. What's Bisuito? Very good. Yeah.
So in essence, you've been a comedian
My whole life. Yeah. How old was I oh, that was 2011. I was 41.
Wow.
Yeah.
Interesting where life takes us.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
And it just snowballs from there.
Yeah.
After that, I was like, wow, I need more of this.
Yeah.
It's
exhilarating to be on that stage and get
Oh, yeah. Well, it's funny, but the older I get, the more I feel the need to entertain the masses. Give me a fucking football stadium with a microphone, I will be right at home.
Make sure that.
Absolutely.
All right. On that note, describe your creative process when you write new comedy bits. What's an average day look like for you?
I don't really have a process. I have several processes. Whenever I hear something funny, I write it down or type it down. I'm not as modern as you guys. I still use a pencil and a paper. But whenever I think of something funny or a funny joke or something, I just write it down. It could be the dumbest thing. It could be somebody putting on their shoe, and I'm like, man, that would be hilarious if whatever.
Right.
And then you turn everything into comedy. Everything.
It's funny you say that. I had when I was living in Pennsylvania, I worked at Staples, And I would watch everybody. And one of the girls I worked with, she says, "You really study people." I was like, "Yeah, I really watch
People watching.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And she says, "Really good." I said, "Well, you know, I said, I'm a choreographer. Back then I was doing heavy choreography."
Yeah.
And I said, I look at people and I come up with dance steps. And I said, for instance, this lady she had just walked in and I was watching her. And she looked like a little hedgehog, like a Sonic. She looked like Sonic. And the way she was walking, I was behind the counter and I was like, "See, look how she's walking." And I showed her a dance step, and I said, "I'll call that the Sonic."
There you go.
So, I mean, it's like,
That's kind of brilliant if you think about it.
Yes,
It's an opportunity.
to do something. Yeah,
Absolutely. Everything is a creative opportunity. Yeah.
I agree.
Oh, my question.
Come on. I don't have all day here. Come on.
Okay, we got a situation with that.
What is mine?
Okay, nothing. Anyway, what's your most memorable project? It could be writer, actor, comedian, anything, but what's the most memorable?
It's the one that will be the most memorable is the project I'm working on right now. But before this project, I'm going to have to say my sitcom that I wrote in 2019 called Benton Chester. I woke up one day and I said, I think I'm going to make myself the star of my own sitcom. So I wrote a pilot episode to a sitcom in 2017. It took me 2 years to save up enough money to film it at a professional television studio, which we did. We filmed it in front of a live studio audience, which was exhilarating.
Yeah.
Wow. It was exhilarating. Wow, what a day that was. I was on the set of my own sitcom with a whole audience just, waiting to watch the show. It was amazing. And it turned out to be a great episode. Unfortunately, the pandemic shut it down. But
You got to send me that thing.
yes, I will.
Okay. This is my last question. And it actually is kind of piggybacks off of your directing with Chester.
Yeah.
What would you describe yourself as a risk taker? And describe some.
I'm on the show, aren't I?
Bring a tree up. Shade.
Oh, I see that tree back there. Right. Would you describe yourself as a risk taker and describe some of the risks you have taken as a director and the results?
As a director? Okay, so the biggest risk I've ever taken as a director is doing something with no freaking budget. How do you create
TV?
So everything that I've ever done has been with virtually no budget because I don't make a lot of money, but I still find a way to pay for it. And even though I'm paying for it with not a lot of money, I still make it look perfect.
Right.
I make it look like something you would see on Netflix or, so I think, that's the biggest risk I take is just doing it.
It's not about quantity. It's about quality. Yes, that's what I'm getting from this.
So, it's not my question, but this set of roles for a director, you direct more film or stage production?
Yes.
I've directed theater. I wrote, produced, directed, and starred in my sitcom. I wrote, produced, directed, and starred in my play. I wrote, produced, directed, and starred in my upcoming movie.
Yeah.
Okay.
So I've been a busy, busy girl.
Yeah.
Before the question, speaking of your movie, would you like to?
Are we gonna make it?
Yeah.
I feel like we're in Texas.
I'm like, oh my God, okay. Are the lights gonna stay on?
I don't know.
The lights go off. I don't know what we're gonna do.
Something's going on out there. There's like a freaking tornado going on out there.
Plug.
Do you want to plug?
But the movie.
Oh, by the way, I have an OnlyFans page.
Man, hold on now.
Speaking of plugging.
They won't let me. I don't know why. She told me not good. I don't know why.
I don't know. I started one several months ago to help pay for my movie. I made $4,000 so far in like 6 months.
I'm trying to keep it. I'm just talking about his only $4,000.
It's not a lot, really. $4,000 in 6 months is not a lot of money, but it helped. It helped. It helped. It helped. It absolutely helped. I couldn't have made my movie without
So
what?
again,
The moneymaker.
would you like to?
Plug my movie?
Yes.
Let me think. Sure. So,
There's your camera.
last year I decided to, for the very first time, write, produce, direct, and star in my own film because I've never done film before. So I came up with this amazing, and not only write a film, but write something dramatic. This is not a comedy.
Okay.
You know, my whole life has been, revolved around comedy. This is my very first dramatic piece, and it's amazing. It's amazing. We had a fundraiser last December. I've never raised funds before in my life. I've always just paid for shit myself. You know what I mean? But I decided to have a fundraiser. I set the goal to $7,000. I was like, I'll be lucky if I raise $5,000. Like, I was just going to hire a couple of college kids from the local film school, just film it and be done with it. But we ended up raising $25,000.
Okay.
And that doesn't include my 4,000 OnlyFans page. So the film turned into a full-fledged movie, but it's a short film. It's 20 minutes long. It turned into a full-fledged movie production, and it was amazing.
Yeah.
And I just finished editing it because I'm editing it myself. I just finished a few days ago. We still have to master the audio. We still have to color grade it. And then the premiere showing is at the Gateway Theater. Thursday, July 20th. 7 p.m.
7 p.m.
And you are one of the VIP members. Members. Everybody that donated $100 or more to the film I made VIP members. So you get free tickets to the show. I think I'm doing like a free glass of champagne and preferred seating and all that kind of stuff. It's going to be so much fun. So much fun. I can give you a pearl necklace if it's fun.
I filmed it. Thank you guys.
I'll let us take it off. Good time. You gave me 4,000. Okay. Last question. Who were your inspirations or role models that you looked to currently?
Well, okay, so again, growing up in the 70s and 80s, we didn't have gay role models back then. There was no such thing, I mean, we had the icons, Bette Midler and Madonna and Liza, who I love, of course, but I never really had a personal role model in my life. I never had that special teacher in high school that every once in a while you hear someone say, "Oh, my 8th grade science teacher changed my life." I didn't have that shit.
Yeah.
I didn't have anybody to look up to. I didn't have anybody taking me under their wing. So at the risk of sounding arrogant, the only person that has truly inspired me is me. Because everything that I have ever done in my life, every success that I've ever had, was because I chose to do it. I did it. I had no help. I had no role model. I had nobody telling me what to do, how to do it, no inspiration. I did everything myself. And I grew up with very little self-esteem, no self-confidence at all. But I would have these little successes along the way, and with each success, it contributed toward my self-esteem and my self-confidence, and it snowballed over the last 20 years. Okay, so now I'm 53 years old. I'm ready to conquer this world like you would believe, okay? Like, I have all the confidence. I have all the confidence in the world. I mean, there's no difference between me and Ryan Murphy, or me and Jerry Seinfeld, or me and, Ray Romano. Okay, there's no difference. The only difference is they had a chance. I don't find any of them any more talented than me.
I just say one difference, but I'm not going to say it.
I don't want to know what you're thinking.
But you know, I'm going to chime in and say I don't think that's arrogant.
No, at all. No.
I have my own social media where I do mostly meditation. And I try to coach my youth all the time.
Oh, sorry. I was meditating. You have this meditational vibe about you.
Yeah, right.
I think that was a slight read.
I know, that was a compliment.
Oh, it was a compliment.
That was a compliment. I love meditating. I meditate all the time.
Okay, I'm learning more and more.
There you go.
So yeah, I try to coach my followers to come to a realization that everything you want and need is within you.
Absolutely.
So I'm glad you said it because that is a testimony in and of itself. And whether you know it or not, whether you had an inspirational role model, you now have become one.
Right.
And it's funny that you say that because I never really considered myself any kind of role model or inspiration to anybody. But over the past couple of years, I've been getting so many messages on my social media saying, Peter, I've been following you for years. Oh my God, you are such an inspiration. What you've done over the past several years, I'm so inspired, and you're doing this all by yourself. And, so I've become an inspiration without even knowing it, really, which is great. I think it's great. Yeah, and especially now where the gay community is once again fucking under attack.
Right.
Like, it's 2023. Get over it, people. There's gay people in the world. Get over it. Move on. Deal with your own damn life. But now that the gay community is under attack again, we need more gay inspiration. For the younger generation. Yeah.
I'm gonna not change the subject, but I wanted because you said something in there about you've been doing this for years.
Yeah.
I just have to say out loud how I like found out about you. Like just because I think it's so.
My only fans.
I think it's I'm sorry, Tim, but I mean. So years ago, I think this was even before I moved to Fort Lauderdale. I was online, and online was just started. YouTube was kind of fairly new. Facebook
Oh, that was a while ago, yeah.
fairly new.
Yeah.
And I was on there, and I saw this one doing the dancing team with someone you were dancing or something. I can't.
I'm always dancing. Which video was it?
This was a while ago. And I reached out to you on. I can't remember which platform it was, and I was like, "Hey," I said, "I love your dance routine. If ever you need a choreographer, let me know. Hit me up. Here's my information."
Was that mean to you?
No.
Oh, good.
I'm good, but thank you if everything comes up, blah blah blah. And then fast forward to years later, I'm like,
oh my God!
And now he's on my show. Yay!
Yeah.
So, I mean, I've always watched Peter's stuff, and if you haven't seen anything about Peter Bisquito, just type it into Google and
My Big Funny Peter.
yes, oh my God,
My Big Funny Peter. .com.
It's not funny looking, and I don't think it's funny.
But that was the title. People always ask me, where did you come up with My Big Funny Peter? My Big Funny Peter was the title of the very first public stand-up comedy show that I had in Buffalo. And it was Peter Bisquito was performing a comedy show, My Big Funny Peter. And everyone just loved it. It's stuck with people. And I'm like, My Big Funny Peter. Okay, we're there. There's my thing. So I have the website and all of my social media is My Big Funny Peter.
It's very unique. It makes it funny.
It could go in a couple different ways. But I'm gonna give you an applause.
Oh. I like, as long as you don't applaud me like Nancy Pelosi.
Oh. But you were like, that was pure.
Brilliance. Anyway.
Yeah. But I commend anybody that has their own platform. I I look at it as a business, as your own business, because that's not easy. So
Thank you.
your movie, relations,
Come see
your
it.
OnlyFans.
Wait. Before we go, we want to show you guys a little the clip.
The trailer.
The trailer.
Yes.
We can show you the
The
trailer.
official trailer.
The official trailer. Here we go. Here's the trailer.
Say, everybody, you're not my type.
What is your type?
Certainly not this.
Hey, come on. Don't let that guy get you down. Just remember the old saying, beauty fades, dumb is forever. Judge Judy, I love her. Me too.
I'm Derek.
Hey, Derek. I'm Dom.
You are not only my soulmate, but you're my savior. You literally saved my life. You know where Dom is? He's missing.
It's over.
No, it's not over. Dom, don't go. No! Do you know where he is? I don't know where he is. He's missing.
Derek, you have to remember.
What if I can't?
That's awesome. I can't wait to see that.
Yeah, I'm very excited. I'm very excited to show it to people. So yes, please come see the premiere showing on Thursday, July 20th, 7 p.m. at the Gateway Theater in Fort Lauderdale. For more information and tickets, go to mybigfunnypeter.com.
And that was awesome, Peter.
Thank you.
I can't wait to see it.
I can't wait to show it to you.
Yes. We are talking about the movie, right?
We are now.
Guys, thank you so much for watching. I'm Marvin G.
And I'm Peter Bisquito.
And we are Say What TV. Yeah. That's a wrap. Awesome.
Thank you guys. This was fun.
So much.
This was fun.